Hello everybody, it's Jim the Gentleman Crafter, and tonight I wanted to show you that hinge card that I love to do so much. And this is it. This is the one that I just finished the other night. More of kind of a Mother's Day-ish kind of card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a completely different spin on it and I'm going to use the circa 1934 from Cosmo Cricket. Okay, so here's the card, and this is what it does. You pull this one pin out, and it releases the card and opens it up. And I make all my cards out of chipboard. Not all the time, but I do like to make my cards out of chipboard. So that's how it works, okay? So I'm going to start real quick. Let's see if I can go through this real quick with you. I've got two pieces of chipboard to 5x7. Okay, so two of those. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run it. You could tape it, glue it, whatever you want to do with it. To adhere it to the paper. And so what I'm going to do, because I like this and it's fast, is I'm going to run both of them through my Creative Station. This is a 9-inch. I'm using permanent adhesive on it. I'm going to run that through there like that. Okay. I'm going to keep that handy. I'll need it in a second. I'm going to use my Teflon bone folder and go around the edges. And it works beautifully on this film. It doesn't tear it, it just gets it right up next to it. So that's why I use it, I love it. There's one. There's two. And I'm going to put this down on my red paper. Red and cream, so I'm going to do that first. I'm going to turn this over. It doesn't matter which side. This is going to be the background for my card. I'm going to pull this up off of the adhesive. I'm going to stick it down, adhere it down to the edge here, like that. And then I'm going to cut it out with my craft knife, like this, and up against the chipboard for a guide. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to do my outside and my front of the card, front and back of the card in this red. I'm going to put that down here, like that. And then I'm going to stick that to it, adhere it down. Okay, cut it out. Oops, not too good on that. There we go. A little bit better. Yeah. Cut this off a little bit better around here. Like that. There we go. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to save this paper because I might need it later. And then I'm going to take my inside paper. I'm going to use this one for the inside paper. And I'm going to run these back through the Xyron. Once again, use your glue stick or your tape, whatever makes you happy. I'm putting the printed side up. So it'll adhere, it'll put adhesive on the back side of the chipboard. Put that back over here. Repeat the same process with the bone folder. And this gets the adhesive next to this instead of, if you pulled this up, some adhesive would be laying next to it. So this just kind of does that better and gets it up next to the chipboard base. Pull that off. Pull this one off. Take one of them. I'm going to stick it down to the back of the card. Stick this down to the back side of this interior paper. Let me see something real quick. Like that. I'm going to cut it out. Time for me to change my blade on my knife. Turn that up a little bit better. There we go. That's one. Pull the backing off of this one. And stick it down. Cut it out. Okay. And then right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to color in my edges with my black marker. Let me see if I can grab my black marker somewhere. It just fell. I think I'll use a Copic. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just color in the chipboard edge here real quick with the brush end. Just kind of finish it off a little bit. Repeat that for the second one. Like that. And then this is going to use bamboo skewers. So what I've already done is I've taken my bamboo skewer and I cut it down to size, and I know that my card is 7 inches long here. So I took my bamboo skewer and I took my Copic marker and I marked it. I just colored it black, okay? Just to ink it up. You can color it to match your paper, okay? Alright, so now these are going to be my interior papers here, like that. I might do it like that. Maybe, let's see, if I did it like that, maybe. I think I'll do it like that. I kind of like the pattern almost coming out to the edge better than I do not. So I think I'm going to do it like that. And then I'm going to cut some, I think I'll decorate the front of the card. And for the front of the card, I'm just going to use layers of paper. And so I've chosen a couple of pieces. Bring my papers over. I think for the first one, I'm going to just cut a piece of the numbered paper to, let's say, an inch smaller. So let's do, we know this is 5x7, let's do this in a 4x6. And I think I'm going to use this end of it, maybe 4. And my blade is missing. I can find my blade on this. Hold on one second, let me get my blade. Okay, I've got my blade and it fell out. And pull up my chair. Okay, I'm gonna cut a 4x6 on this. So 4. And I kind of like that. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna trim this down just a little bit. I'll waste a little bit of the paper, but I like the numbers on it. Okay, so I want it to be 6 inches. Okay, so that's going to be my paper for the top of the card. And I'm going to take my distress tool, any kind of distress tool you've got. I'm going to use just the Prima one right now. And I'm going to distress the edges. And of course you can use Tim's if you want. It's a good one, the tonic one. But this is at hand, and so this is what I'm using. Just rough that up a little bit. Oh, sorry y'all. think I'll put this on with tape because I like the dimension it gives it again. Instead of just being flat on there with the adhesive. I want it to be, you know, just a little bit, it'll pop up a little bit better. So I'm just going to use 1/4 inch score tape real quick and go around the perimeter of it. Once again, ATG is probably a wonderful thing to use here. I just, once again, love score tape and use it for everything. So kind of stay away from the edge because I want it to pop up a little bit. I want it to be dimensional. So this is going to be for the front cover panel, I think. There we go. Okay, and then I take one of my that's the front. It's good enough. Front it is. Put that down here, kind of center it up a little bit. Okay. Like that. It's not exactly center at all. Let's see. Let me just pull it down one more time. I have to stand up to see over it. Let's see if I can do it that way better. Okay, that's good enough. And then pull up some of that just a little bit. Kind of want it to be a little ragged there. Okay, and then I'm going to use my other piece. I'm going to not use another piece. I'm going to use a different paper, and I'm going to cut out a little 3x3. And for that, I've chosen this. Let's see if I can cut 3 inches off of this bottom piece. And 3 inch over here. Like that. And then, I think I'll distress this as well. And before I embellish the outside, I'm going to do the hinges next. And for the hinges, I'm just going to grab some more paper out of the paper pack. But I'm going to put this down real quick with some 1/4 inch score tape. Staying away from the edges because I want them to kind of roll up and be grungy. Okay, and pull these. I'll put that down at the bottom, kind of off-centered, like maybe that. Yeah, I think I'll just do it right there. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to work on my hinges. So let me tell you what I did on the hinges. I took a piece of paper and I cut it to 2.5 inches. Okay. So I cut it at 2.5 inches. And then I scored it at, let's see, 3/4 of an inch, and I scored it again at 1 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so it's a 2.5 inch piece of paper, scored it 3/4 of an inch, and scored it 1 3/4 of an inch. Okay, all the way down. And then what I did was I took my score tape, once again ATG, whatever you got for glue, and I put a strip down in the middle and on one of the sides. Okay, so what you want to do with this first is you want to make sure you just pull the center tape or run your ATG, put down this piece first. Okay, pull this tape backing next with a pick that is right here and pull that up, and then I'm going to pull this one down. Okay, so that's the tube. I call this a tube. I don't know why. It's kind of like a tube. Anyway, so I'm going to cut these into 3 inch sections. You should have 4 of the little 1x3s. Okay. And the next thing I did was I chomped it with a scallop chomp, and I put it up next to it here put it in all the way this time, like that. And then on this one, you can't do that same thing because it'll come out wonky. So you kind of have to put it up there and kind of gauge it and cut it. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the most perfect thing in the whole wide world, but it's going to come out looking pretty decent. I'll do that just a little bit more. And then, okay, and the next thing I did, I took my distress marker and I inked the edges. Okay, and I didn't do that on some of them, so I'm going to go back with these. This is what I've chosen for my hinges. I've got the polka dot and then this green color. I'm going to go back with my black distress marker and just do the edges real quick. Let me see if I can find my black one. Okay, so I'm going to use the brush tip, and I'm just going to go and brush these on real quick. Really kind of need to do both ends. One side's going to be hidden. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Okay, and then this one, just to kind of cover that white core a little bit better. So I have to do, you want 4 of each. There are 8 hinges. And you're going to be using 2 bamboo skewers that you have inked. So go ahead and ink those. And then once again, 4 of each pattern paper tabs, these hinges. And once again, they're 3 inches. And you'll get 4 out of one 12-inch sheet of paper. 12-inch strip by 2.5 inch. So I'm just going to go around and cover in the white. Sorry about my dogs, y'all. They're howlers. Okay, one more. Just go and fill. Oops. Turn that around. Nobody will ever know. Nope, can't turn around. You know what? It'll be on the back side anyway. So these are going to go like that. And what you're going to do is you don't want it to do come all the way up to the tip. Just a little bit up to the tip. About 1/8 inch away from the very tip. Okay, so I'm going to put these on now. I'm using hot glue. And I think I want to make these, let's see, where's my card? I think I want to make these the primary. What I mean by primary, the 3 on the left. I think it's going to be, I think I'd rather have these stronger colors here on the 3 on the front, and then you're going to use the contrasting ones on the back side. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to just do my hinges first. Let me move that out of the way. And I'm going to take this, and once again, a little bit from the front to the front. See, it's not meeting up to it. I don't want to do that. And so I'm going to get my hot glue gun out here. Let's see if it's hot. It is. And I'm just going to add a little hot glue there. And take it and put it in, and then I'm going to kind of push that up in here, but don't let the glue really get on your stick because it needs to twirl, right? Okay, so I got one done. Like that. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want it to get too much glue on it at all, really. Let's just pull that off, and that's a good thing about hot glue is you can just pull that off. Okay? And then I'm going to, doesn't matter about the order of it yet. I mean, as far as, you know, how much you've got at the top and how much you got at the bottom, doesn't matter right now. So I'm going to pull this around. This is going to be my other card, and I want to go in the opposite direction. So this one needs to be that way. Okay. And put a little glue down. On that one, okay, and then I'm going to go for my black, and then I'm going to go this way. Once again, what I want to show is the good side. You know what I mean? I don't want this double layer to show, this double layer here to show. I want it to just be this flat flat side. Okay, so that's there. That's gonna get on my it's gonna get on my stick, so I'm gonna keep moving it until it dries. Okay. And then we're gonna go for the contrasting color now. And we're putting, let's see, five on the skewer. This one goes this direction. I'm folding it over like that. I'm going to glue it. If you get it going the wrong direction, just pull them all off. Pull them off. You can slide them off and get them going the right direction. So don't worry about that. You get it going the wrong way. Done that too. So you've got two that are once again what I'm calling perfect fronts. This way, if you were to do it that way, you'd see all these little jagged. Maybe that makes you happy. You could use that side if you'd like. But I'm going to use all the flat fronts. So now I need another black polka dot. Okay, I'm going to add my glue. Okay, and those are ready to go. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Gosh, I need to move this back toward me, I guess, a little bit more. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my front of my card, and I'm going to put these back where they're going to go in the back. Okay, so I'm going to glue these to the front first. Kind of get them stretched out where I want them to be. Kind of have to look, kind of eyeball it real quick and see where you're at here, where you want them to lie on the card. So that's good. Just kind of even them up a little bit. Kind of like right there. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this back, add a little glue, hot glue. And once again, try to find where I was, right there-ish. And put it down, okay? And now I'm going to do this one. Hot glue on that one. Put it down. And then the middle one. And put it down. Okay? Like that. And then I'm going to go and do the backs real quick. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put the back side of the card on. Okay, move these over. Okay, and kind of get them situated where I want them to be. Like that, maybe would be about center, yeah. Put my glue on the back. Bring this over and down. Okay, and then same thing over here. A little glue on this one. This over and down. Okay, and that should be your hinge for the front part of your card. Okay, so that opens up like that. Got it? Cool. Okay, now we're going to work on this one next. On this one, I'm going to grab my other skewer. Here it is. And I'm going to go ahead, and this time I'm going to put these in the center. So I want to pull this around like that. This side gets 3. And I'm going to put a little glue. And stick it down. And then this one in the middle goes this way, it goes to the back because it's going to hold the back side on. Like that. hold on, y'all. I'm having issues with my glue gun today. Okay. Glue that down. And then, once again, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do it toward this way. And glue it down. Okay, so that's that. So these go this way, the two go in the front, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of line these up visually with across the street neighbors. So I want that to go here and here. That'll be in the back. Okay, and then I'm going to glue those down, kind of hold it in place and glue it down. Okay, and then this one. Okay, and this one goes to the back side. You kind of eyeball it. Sorry, y'all, this hot glue strings are killing me. Okay, that goes that way. Let's see if I can put this way a little bit better. That way. And it's kind of in the center of both of those, and glue it down. Right there. Okay, so your hinges are on. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of paper. I'm going to take the hinge piece out. Okay, now that I know it's where it's supposed to be, right? And I'm going to take this piece out, and I'm going to grab some linen thread, I think. Hold on one second. Let me grab it. See if I can find some. Let me put it on pause, and I'll see if I can find it. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just using, actually this is bookbinding thread, just using some bookbinding, anything you've got. It's just thicker thread, you could use ribbon. And I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue on it. And then I'm going to put one end of it in here like that. I can't really see, I don't have my glasses with me. So just kind of let it get in there and glue together. And then I'm going to take a strip of paper, probably, let me see, what should I use? Let's use 3/8. What do you think? Let's use 3/8. And you know what, sorry to keep cutting up the paper, but I really want this design to be on there a little bit more busy at the top. So I'm going to use this at 3/8. Okay, so, right here, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to, once again, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this started down here on the skewer just a little bit to kind of round off that end. And like that, okay? And I'm going to glue it. Just add a little bit more glue or heat up what you got on there, okay? And then I'm going to take this and put it over the top of it, kind of hide that for a second until I can roll it around. Start rolling. I'm just rolling, just making a little something, a little on the end, so the person who receives the card can pull it out, pull the skewer out, or the pin. That's probably enough right there. I think I'll go ahead and glue this. I've got it up toward me, don't I? The whole video is about up toward my chest. I know y'all are going to kill me. Sorry. So anyway, and then I'm just gonna cut that off with the scissors. Some scissors somewhere. Scissors. I'll just use these scissors. Okay, let me cut that off like that, and then I'm going to take the corner of the card. You could do this on the back side. In fact, let's just do it on the back side this time. So on the back side, I'm going to take my punch, my crocodile, and I'm going to use, I think I'll use the bigger end. Let me poke this out. There we go. Use the bigger end, and I think on this time, for this time, I'm going to use this back corner. I usually punch it on the front, but why? You know, you don't have to. It covers it up. So let's just do the back. So then I'm going to take my string, my thread, and I'm going to see how long I really need it to be to pull it out. So if that were attached to there, that gives that more than enough room. So let me see. If I wanted to pull the pin all the way out, right in there-ish. So I'm going to take this and cut it right in there. Take this thread it through the back hole here. You can glue this, but I'm just going to tie a knot because it doesn't really show that bad. So put that there. I'm going to double knot it. Like that. I'm going to cut off the rest of it. Okay. And then I'm going to put this that way. I'm going to put the pin in through here, through the middle, and then through the end, like that. And that is done. Okay? So that's how it's made. And so you just embellish it as much as you want. I'll probably put some keys on that, and the card is done. So it doesn't take very long, and it's a different card. It's a different looking card, and it's just kind of neat. You know, it's more kind of something that somebody would keep and put in their top drawer to keep for a while, and you know, than just a standard American greeting that you get from Walmart. So anyway, you know what I mean? Cool. Okay, that's it, y'all. Thank you so much for seeing it. Y'all have a great night. Bye. Or watching. Bye.